Right on. Pete Henderson gets the first fan in the house. How is it going there, buddy? Clear across the the world and here watching the show with us tonight, man. Um, man, how do we get spam so fast? I mean, that is just bizarre. I hope everybody else is reading these. Would somebody respond to this James Mary, please, and let him or they or them or her or whatever that is know, and then I'll delete it later. Anyway, uh, how the hell are you guys? What's going on, man? Oregon, I'm here. It's for real. Studio 10-4 Live has moved to the Great Pacific Northwest. And I have got this thing streaming out to my Facebook, to Trucking for Kids Facebook, Double J over there in the house, 10-4 Magazine, of course, the 10-4 Magazine Lounge, over to our YouTube channel, and over on the LinkedIn, man, because the news we have today, it is blockbuster mega news, and it is going to be so cool to share this with you. To have anything have a fast turnaround like this is having, and in our world, nothing moves fast. And if it moves up into the Pacific Northwest, let me tell you, it really slows down. Things don't move fast up here at all. Very slow. So it is awesome to have this news to share with you guys today. It's great to be in here and be able to be live again. Everybody that's tuned in already, man, how the hell are you guys? Cody Davis, what's going on? Rick Ney, Mike Horan, Chad Violet in the house. What's going on, man? Stephanie Haas, the diesel addict. Shannon, of course, Miss Shannon. And Mr. Siebes, Tim Sieben, good to see. Eric Hill, Jade, what's going on, man? Haven't talked to Eric Hill in forever. And some of you guys know what I'm going to be sharing here, what Dan's going to be talking about and sharing, and we're just not there yet, but we're going to get there, and it's going to happen real quick. Hey, just real quick on, if you're watching from the group, from the 10-4 Magazine Lounge, you guys notice when you sign in, you'll see a notification on there asking for permission so that we know who you are. Next time you guys sign in, please say yes, and that way we'll see you on the queue, and I'll know who you are. Right now I see Facebook user and the gray-white silhouette on some of you, and that's because of where you're watching. Jean Osuji, Miss Mama Jean, watching from the YouTube channel. Check her out. She's all 1080p in that. That's awesome. I love it. Barb, good to have you on here. CG Souza, we got some news from CG earlier this week. In fact, I've got CG's notification and video queued up, so we'll share that with you guys as well. Right now, listen, I don't want to go on about any more about just me. I want to bring Dan the Man into the show, and let's get with the news. What's going on, Dan the Man?
Hola.
Hey.
Happy Wednesday from California.
Ooh, cussing on my show. Ooh. I know. What? Right, I'm out of there, how many days, and I'm already poo-pooing it. But you know what? Look, I'll tell you something. If California ever gets their you-know-what together, man, it'll be a good place to live again. But it makes it very challenging to be in business, number one, down there, and then number two, to try to have a life down there. So, but everybody's shouting at you, Steph and Mike and everybody. Yeah.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Steph. Hey, Billy. Hey, Todd. Yep. Hey, Barbara. Yep. Hey, Jean. Hey, CG. Hey, Shannon. Go. She's right there.
Hey, Shannon. Hey, Shannon. There you go. Love it. So you're on the show, and you don't come out much to play in the Studio 10-4 weekly live update. So what's going on, Dan? What do we have something really exciting, or do we even need to talk about it yet? Or let's talk about what else is going on in 10-4. What else are we doing in 10-4? What's happening? You're buried. In fact, you're taking time out right now to get to deadline and get done, and that's how big the news is right now. This is, by the way, you guys. This is the time of the week we don't bother Dan. We don't call him. We don't talk to Dan. We leave him alone. Shan just throws his food into his office. He catches it, eats it if he can. Otherwise, he throws it to the side and gets it later, right?
It's my time of the month.
Oh my God, that's it. Wait, man, you said it, buddy. That's awesome. Okay.
Deadline time. What are you thinking? Jeez, people.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know what anybody else is thinking. John Jakes is in here. What is up, Johnny Jakes?
Hey, John.
Oh man.
Now we're just trying to bang out the December edition here. Got early deadline because of the Thanksgiving holiday coming up, and as usual, I'm treading water. I'm on the show. I'm not working, so
that's right. Anything to get out of work, man. He's on the show playing with us. We got a great audience tonight, and listen, everybody that's in the queue and everybody that's watching right now, I want y'all to stick around because after Dan and I get done announcing the big news we got to share with everybody, I want y'all to stick around. I'll give you an update on things. Obviously, you saw you saw the post that I made on my personal Facebook, my new job and everything. We'll talk all about that. I am still at 10-4. That is not changing. We do what we do at 10-4 moving forward, and are going to continue to do so.
Actually, the big news, it's about you, John. I'm sorry to say.
Oh, crap. Wait a minute. I'm breaking up. The show's breaking. Bad signal. Oh, and that truthfully, I mean, I guess, if a lot of people don't read everything, then they see a post like that, they're like, oh, what the hell happened? No. Everything that's happening is really good, but we'll talk about that. So stick around after Dan and I. So obviously, you guys know we've got so many different things that we are involved with. I mean, 10-4 is just a great publication for so many reasons, but truck shows is a big part of what 10-4 does. Not only do we go out to so many truck shows during the year, which, holy crap, was there a lot of truck shows in 2022. But we go out and we do show reports and pictures and video and live streams from shows. And, we try to make it so that you guys, if you can't be there in the live streams, it feels like you are. And then when the magazine comes out and has a show report from a past show, it's a time to sit back, read, look at the pictures, read the stories. And then there's the features in the magazine, of course, that could be a story about a friend of yours, your dad, your sister, brother, mother, whatever. I mean, anybody possibly could make it into the magazine. And there's only so much room. And so, you know what? There's a couple of things that go with that. There's 12 magazines a year, one cover a month, and a lot of features in there. And Dan, I learned from you a long time ago, every truck's a cover truck, but not everyone gets to be on the cover because there is only one per month.
Absolutely.
So you're no less if you've made it as a feature story in there. We love you just as much. But that sacred ground of being on the cover is a special opportunity. Truck shows, being out there and being a part of that all over the country is a big thrill for us. We don't get to make it to all of them. But now that we have a truck show, we have a guarantee that there is a truck show once a year that we're going to all be at, and that's Trucking for Kids. And Dan, I think that's why we're here to talk today and why you're on the show. So let's hear about it, man. What's going on with Trucking for Kids, buddy?
Well, first off, we're going to be making our big donation to Shriners next week. And it's a nice number. We'll share it when we do it, but it'll be next week. At least I think it's going to be next week. I'm waiting for confirmation. But we've also been working on, planning the 2023 show and going through some different options and some different ideas. We honed in on a date and we secured it yesterday. And we're doing some different things, and I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's going to be really good for the event.
Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody the date yet. Let's clarify a couple of things that were like big stings last time around here for us for our first time going. So, first of all, how many days is the show this year?
It shall be an entire weekend.
2 days, ladies and gentlemen. 2. That's 2. That's 2. So let's all clear that off ourselves and get that out there. We got 2 days back, and we promised we would have 2 days. We got 2 days back. I should say Dan and the Trucker for Kids team and the Brain Trust on that got it done. So we got our 2 days. We got a full weekend of Trucking for Kids this year. Now, the super exciting thing, and Mike says, "Hell yeah." I like that. I love that. Mr. Mike Horan, man, I love you, brother. Right there. Shall we say when it's going to be?
We can give kudos to Mike for making our trophies last year for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely can. And everybody send some love out to Mike. We want to see him do that again for us, right? And Dustin Dickerson, of course, part of that, and our friends at Rockwood. I'd love to see Carl out at the show this year too. Maybe he'll make it out there. Who knows, right? You just never know.
Maybe.
So,
And the long and the short of it.
Let's
is we
get back.
We have a date, and we are to get those 2 days. The fall was a little bit difficult because there's a lot of racing going on, and there was only one option, and it was not an option we were going to take because it's the same weekend as GBATs.
And we're not messing with GBATs.
We are not messing with GBATs.
We're going to be at GBATs. So that's
the other thing to do was to move it to a different season, and we're not doing it in summer because that's nuts. So we have a spring date for our show. We are going to basically, besides Matt's, we're going to kick off the truck show season in 2023 for sure out here on the West Coast. And our dates are set for April 29th and 30th. And we have an entire weekend. There's no asterisks. There's no small print. We have a full show. We'll be having our barbecue on Saturday. We will be having our light show on Saturday night. There it is. So what everybody has come to grow, to love, and expect out of TFK, they're going to get that and more.
April 29th and 30th, ladies and gentlemen, 2023, a full weekend of fast fun at Irwindale Speedway in Irwindale, California. And listen, that's no easy deal to get this done. Let me tell you, people here at 10-4 that work this out, that run the show, that get Trucking for Kids going, got it done for you. You asked, and we responded. Hey, listen, there's so many shows stacked up in September this year. You guys are going to be at the best show at the best time of the year. It's going to be awesome. The weather's going to be awesome. It's all going to be good. So I am as excited as hell. I love this. Mike Moran's back in there. Best show in the West, late April, bada bing, right?
Hey, Cody Davis, you got to come and defend your title, right?
Cody needs to add some more trophies to his mantle. He cleaned up, right?
And Eric's throwing the gauntlet down. He's been challenging me to a chili cook-off.
It's not your
so I said, well,
okay, wait a minute. Is that Eric
not
from
my chili? It would be Miss Shannon's chili. Although I do contribute the smoked tri-tip to it.
Which Eric Hill are we talking about? The one from the 1980s, or in the picture, or the guy from now? Which guy are we talking about?
Same guy, man. Look at he's just a little bit more mature now.
Yeah, right. Okay. But not today. Have you seen? Oh yeah, Cody Davis, right on. You know what, Cody? I'll post that video. Cody sent me a video of his truck today. Cody's having a wiped out Wednesday truck is what he's having. He's out in the snow, playing out in the fields, pulling bulls and going out where no truck should go and getting the work done. And his truck's wiped out. So when I say that, I mean it's got ice and snow and mud and every other crappy thing on it. Probably a lot of bull crap on it. So he's a mess, but we'll share that with you later. So listen, guys, it's back. It's back to 2 days. I don't want to hear another damn word ever again about a one-day show. Okay, it's done. We're back to 2 days. We're gonna have barbecue on Saturday. We're gonna have the feed on Saturday like we do every year that we've done in the past. We're going to have drag racing to the max on Sunday. Sunday. It's going to be happening in Irwindale, California, and I cannot wait. Hey, who knows? Cruz Pedregon might show up again, too, as well as many others, because I've got some little tidbits that I've been storing on that I want to try to implement into this thing and make it happen, and it's going to be a big deal. NHRA has just recruited a big Southern California company into their world, and I'd love to see that company come in and make a big presence at Trucking for Kids. I think that they're ready to do it now. So Dan and I have even talked about
they had a
that.
truck there last year.
They did. You know who I'm talking about, don't you?
I do.
You do, yeah. I just think that they're ready. I think they are really ready to make it big. So we'll see what happens with that. But great job, Team 10-4. You guys knocked it out of the park and getting this done. I think that this is going to be awesome. to have Trucking for Kids in April. We'll be up front right out of the gate. We're going to be at Matt's, and then we're going to be doing Trucking for Kids, and then it's everything else after that. And boy, I'll tell you, I mean, you and I spoke. There's just going to be a bunch more shows again in 2023, I think.
Yep. There definitely will be. So
already talked to a few people, and I know some dates that are out there. As I said, we'll let Dan go here pretty quick and let him get back to work because I know he just can't wait to get back and turn around in front of that monitor and start banging on that keyboard.
I've got pages minimized so that you don't see them right there that I'm working on.
Top secret stuff. I know. You know, the first thing out of my boxes in the office were my monitors, my computer, and my 10-4 magazine. And 10-4 magazine's out of reach right now because it's over here in another on top of the box that I pulled everything out of. But as you guys can see, the studio.
All right, Mike, do it, Mike.
What I'm going to make a chili. Oh, hey.
Be like a big steaming pot of.
I would love to see that, man.
Ice makes
yeah.
Come out the pot.
I would love to see that happen. That would be awesome. Mike, you're the man to do it and make it happen. So please do. You know, I can't wait to see what some builds are looking like that are going to be coming out this year. I know we actually had kind of a preview of some of them, and they're going to be coming around to Matt's. So, I mean, what the heck? Let's just talk about that for a minute. So Matt's be back in March, and boy, have people been, you know, hey, you got to see what I'm doing. Hey, you got to see the new things I've done to my truck. Hey, you got to see the new build. It looks like it's going to be just a massive show again out there. So I can't wait. And in March is going to be here before we know it. What do we got here? Oh, no. Not going to put that one out there again. Thanks, Billy. Right on. Nailed it. Billy's talking to the...
Is that the comment on the spammer?
Yeah. I'm sorry, man, but oh well. We are a politically correct show around here. I mean, I think so. Yeah, it's true. Spammers, you know, go away. How do they end up here? Were they stalking us? I don't know. I don't get it. Great job, guys. Tim Cody's jumping in. Look at that, man. There's just more people waiting to come in here and be a part of the show.
What are you doing?
Nice to have you on, Tim. Good to have you back on the show.
I'll say hello to Grandpa. Hey, Grandpa.
Hey, Red Solo Cup. I hope you got yours.
Nope.
Oh, what do we got?
Water.
Kirkland. Yeah, that's not quite Saturday Night Light Show. Good point, Tim Sieben. Yes, sir. Trucking for Kids will definitely have the Saturday Night Light Show. And, hey, just to get it out there, I'm going to tell you guys right now, okay? We've been doing the live streams now since 2017. And this is more for our sponsors and our, you know, marketing partners. But you guys are out there. Some of you and some of you guys that are in the queue have been a part of that. Some others that aren't in the queue right now have been a part of sponsoring some of the live streams. If you have any inclination about wanting to build your business and get in on being a live stream sponsor, you need to get in early. We already have live stream sponsors for the light show for Matt's and 2 other West Coast shows. I'm pretty sure we're going to lock Trucking for Kids down with one of our other sponsors as well that's already committed to be a light show sponsor. But that leaves some daytime sponsorships available. Obviously for Matt's, for Trucking for Kids, and any of the other shows that we're going to be at where Studio 10-4 Live will be there live streaming. So, guys, keep that in front of you. And also, the best way to get in front of people with 10-4 Magazine during that time of year is to get in print and have that go in tandem with the live streams that we do from the show, as well as some social media stuff that we can put out there for you, too. 10-4 did a great job. Trucking for Kids did a great job. We had some people coming from all around the country that made the vendor representation at Trucking for Kids like it's never been before to me. I thought it was a very special and I think, you know, friendship building opportunity for a lot of these guys that are in the same industries. Yeah, everybody kind of partnered up, became friends, and I think there's a little bit of a brotherhood going on there now. But I still want that polishing competition to happen. So we're going to have to work on seeing if we can make that happen. I want to get these guys in front of something and have them all whip it out and see what what it looks like.
You want to fight? That's what you want.
Everybody said, well, what? These guys were all arm in arm, hugging each other. They loved each other. Let's see what they can do. I don't think it's going to be
If
like
they can
that.
live in harmony in the bucket, they can live in harmony in life.
Yeah, that's right. Big Daddy Julian Perez, good to have you on the show. And he says it's time for disco lights. So we'll see if we bring Big Daddy back for our DJ for a couple of days again this time around and get him spinning the tunes
You
for
can
us.
bring out Carl the Cart with its disco lights.
Oh, there you go, man. There you go. Well, you know what? Hey, the Studio 10.4 Live mobile command station, which XC70 Volvo, I think that worked out really good. I think it worked out really good. So I might just do that again. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get closer. But Dan, that's great news. Tim, I know you were in the mix on all that. Tim Sieben and everybody else behind the scenes making it all happen and getting it done. Apparently, we got this year at Irwindale. Not only do we have our dates secured, but we have the location secured at Irwindale, and everybody knows it's sold again. So they're in their own battle and fight probably to keep that place going the way they'd like to. And right now, 10-4 Magazine and Trucking for Kids, we got 2023 locked. It's a lead pipe lock for us for Trucking for Kids. So congrats to everybody, and can't wait to get it going. So everybody start getting the momentum. It's happening right now. We're going to let you enjoy Thanksgiving. We'll let you enjoy Christmas. But come January, we're going to be on the phone. It's going to be that time again. And it's going to be Trucking for Kids, pre-register.
That's right.
So hopefully we'll get all that going again and have everybody dialed in for a great weekend of fun down in Irwindale, California, Southern California.
And if you guys got ideas, things you want to see, things you think we could do, shoot us a message or an email and let us know your thoughts. You know, we're definitely going to want to plan some fun activities Saturday.
Here's a troublemaker right here. Come
on, Billy.
That guy. That's it, man. You're going into go to your room. That's it. Oh my gosh.
Always that guy.
Yeah, it's got to be that guy in there always, right? So
So
all right.
We'll be announcing things as we go, and like you said, kind of really hitting it hard at the new year.
Oh yeah.
Just glad to get this big piece done and be able to start putting our plans in place. But yeah, we definitely want to have some fun activities on Saturday and ramp it up and have a good time. And we're excited to get her done. And our goal is to raise twice as much. 2 days from one, we're going to raise twice as much money. So that's our goal, is always to raise a ton of money for charity.
So, and this time I got to ask too, because we haven't got down to the nitty gritty on it. We're all in Saturday, Sunday. There's no restrictions on anything right now. It's looking like it's wide open, right?
As far as I know, there's no races. It's us. So.
Good. All right, guys. Hey, and you know what? Honestly, Sunday was fun this year for Trucking for Kids. Going out on the track and being able to get the trucks out on the track and be a part of it the way we were there, I thought that was a lot of fun. So, no wrong done there, and that was a good time for all too. So, I would not say no to that again if we had the opportunity to do it. JC Alt just tuning in. Good to see you, buddy. Man, we're going to be seeing him sooner, huh? Coming up in March. JC running the judging again in Mid-America, I'm sure. So, like Dan said, you guys have any ideas, drop them in the suggestion box, email, and let us know what you think. Stephanie has a happy Thanksgiving for everybody in case she doesn't see y'all on here before then. But there you go, from the Diesel Addict, wishing y'all a turkey smoked with only the best. Roll some coal on it. Dave McKinney, what's going on, man? Ethan Hale, look at that. Oh, here we go. Now it's all coming in. Here we go. Trucker triathlon on different trail style. Flatbed, box bed. Oh, my God.
We still do have some limits in space, people.
Hey, you never know. You just never know. But listen, we don't know.
What is the trucker triathlon? It's like you drink a beer, you clean a wheel, you fuel up. I mean, I don't know. What is it?
Eat a rib, eat some brisket, chew on a sausage. I don't know. You got to have all that. Get your red Solo cup. Don't forget that. And by the way, yeah, like Eric Hill says, back at you, Stephanie. Happy Thanksgiving. Incidentally, guys, we'll be back next week. We got a makeup show to do because we weren't able to lock in October, our cover trucker, and we're going to get our November cover trucker in as well this month. We got 2 days, 2 weeks to do it. The day before Thanksgiving, we'll be on, and then the following week. So Thanksgiving is next week, or is it the week after? The last week of? I don't even know. I'm so kind of lost in time.
Next weekend.
It's next weekend. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yep. Good evening to the 10-4 group. Well, good evening to you. I wish I knew who you were, because here's what I see. If you guys are coming in on the group, what happens is it asks you for permission to show who you are. What that's doing, it's asking to show who you are to us here on the show. So if you ever see that, it's safe, it's okay, it's just for StreamYard. Click on it, say okay, let it do it, and then we'll know who you are. And I just wanted to get this out to as many places as possible. That way everybody got the great news of Trucking for Kids 2023 one more time. There it is. Save the dates, April 29th and 30th, 2023 in Irwindale, California, back at the world-famous, classic, historic Irwindale Speedway in Irwindale, California. And I'll tell you, you couldn't hear enough about Irwindale on some of the last race, NHRA race down in Pomona this last weekend. Boy, there was some sentimental memories being shared about Irwindale. So a lot of people are touched about what's going on and hoping it makes it through and can continue to be what it is and has been over the years. Kevin, Drinkwater, buddy, I called you. Well, there's the answer that I need right there. Kevin and Spectrum looking forward to April in Irwindale. So thank you, sir. Glad to have you back, and that was what we can talk about. Call me tomorrow, and we'll wrap it all up and get it all done. I have the dates, so yeah, look at that. People are already saving the dates and getting it done. And again, happy Thanksgiving to all my American friends and family. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you and yours as well. So, all right, Dan, man, what do you say, buddy? Anything else for everybody else? Do you want to hang around, or what do you want to do? Uh-oh, I think Dan vapor locked. There he is. There you are. What do you want to do? You want to hang around, or you want to get back to work? Yeah, get back to work.
That's a loaded question, but I got to get back to work. So cut me loose, bro.
Yep. All right. Dan, thanks for everything that you do. And know this, we all love you and appreciate you and everything that you and Shan do for all of us at Team 10-4, and look forward to maybe we'll get you sneaking in next week, the day before Thanksgiving, just to say hi to everybody. Maybe we can have a little 10-4 pre-Thanksgiving get-together kind of Red Solo Cup show. What do you think?
Yeah, we used to do those.
We do. Yeah, I think we're ready, man.
Friday night COVID parties, remember?
Yeah, that's right. All right, Dan. Take care. Get to work.
Have a good week. Thank you for having me, and we look forward to seeing everybody in April. Stay tuned for more details. And John, take it away.
All right. Take care, Dan. Right on. Dan Linss, Dan the Man, co-founder and creator of 10-4 Magazine, right there in the studio, giving you the lowdown on Trucking for Kids. Y'all saw it. There it is, April 29th and 30th, 20. I'm excited about this, man. This, I think, is so freaking cool. Annette, how are you doing, honey? Big yes from Annette. I love it. Can't wait. You know, I think that is going to be a great thing, not only for just, for Trucking for Kids, but I think it's going to be a good thing for all of the shows throughout the year now. It kind of relieves some tension in the September-October thing. It does, because there was a lot going on in those months. And this year especially, GBATS, Guilty by Association Truck Show, in case any of you don't know what that acronym means. That is 4 state trucks in Joplin, Missouri. And I read something, I think we're back downtown in Joplin this year. So I have to get a hold of boss man Brian Martin to find out. And I know we'll be talking because Brian and 10-4 and Dan and myself, everybody, we've been doing this a while, and we're partners in crime. So we are guilty by association, absolutely. So can't wait to see what happens and where we end up. Last time we did it, it was a little different. I liked the downtown environment. It was so cool to just get all the trucks parked downtown Joplin, stage in front where everybody's stopped at and they're dancing and music, and you can go into all the bars and restaurants, and it's a heck of a lot of fun. Billy Joe, yeah, Billy's on a roll, man. Billy Joe's on a roll today, man. He's knocking him out of the park. He's right. It's a long distance family reunion, and I'll tell you, it really is. But it's going to be a great show for us. It means we don't have to worry about us trucking for kids staggering that all together to make it happen. So, and you know what else it means too? We got CG's show, and I'm going to play that in a minute here, guys. In fact, and Miss Julia's just chimed in. I want to talk about that too for a minute. So we haven't had a chance to talk about any of the cool stuff since I've moved, but Bobtail Apparel, man, knocked it out of the park. I just think that Madison and the Lowry family and everybody just did a great job, provided a great venue, and compliments to the people of Dixon, California. Who knew? What a great little town! So much fun. The people that we met, and Miss Julia and I, we went out to dinner Friday night and Saturday night to the same place. Bud's Pub. Bud's Pub, giving you a free plug here on the Studio 10-4 Live Weekly Update. What a great place, man. We got in there, Julia and I did, and we had ourselves a real nice dinner on Friday night. Black and prime rib for me. Miss Julia had the lamb. That's her thing, and not me, but boy, that black and prime rib was good. Recommended it to everybody for Saturday night dinner. And the place was packed too. It was like, is there some kind of a reunion thing going on here? It was packed full of locals. Saturday night, it was the same thing. People just went out of their way to be friendly and make sure we were taken care of. And when I say taken care of, we sat down in the midst of a bar, slam packed full of people, shoulder to shoulder, rubbing elbows with everybody. And as soon as we sat down, the folks sitting closest to the bar turned back to ask us, "Can we get you guys a drink?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can." That's freaking awesome. So, compliments to the hometown, and these were hometown folks of Dixon. We got to meet everybody that was around us there at the bar, and just a friendly bunch. Everybody at the show, great job, fantastic deal there. The venue, as Miss Julia's saying there, yeah, absolutely. The fairgrounds, really nice, and next year it's only going to get bigger and better. They've already allocated more space for the truck show, and the entire grass area that was sectioned off, and it was sectioned off because of the dog show that they were going to have coming up. They didn't want the trucks getting out there and making a mess of that. So we get that next year, that Bobtail Apparel show. And a great time of year. The weather, I swear, Friday night was a little windy and gusty. Saturday was a little questionable, windy and gusty. And then, Friday. And then Saturday, weather cleared up. It was a beautiful day and night. Just perfect. And then Sunday, the trophies got handed out. And wham bam, out of there and done, and it was good weekend, good truck show. Thank you, Madison, and everybody at Bobtail for being such great hosts and doing a great job there for all of us at 10-4. Really gave us a fantastic location to be at and in front and center of everybody. So I look forward to that one next year. Miss Julia, great margaritas. Yeah, they had the slushy margaritas there at the show, and apparently they were really good. Not my thing. I'll tell you what was. We got done. I was a judge for one of the classes, and I had to bring the judging sheets back and audit them. And I brought them back to the Trucking for Kids trailer, our big 53-foot Kentucky trailer that we haul around. And Hope Grace, yeah, long time no see. You too, darling. Good to have you back on the show. I sat down, I broke out a bottle of tequila and a beer and started going through everything. It turned into a little bit of a shot session, and everybody got involved. Man, it was so much fun. Just can't wait to do that again. I want to talk about CG Sosa, and I want to get this over here. I got to do a share screen. Give me a second, and I will bring this up. Let's do it right now. We'll play this out here. Let me... Apparently, we have no audio. So let me go in here and check the settings, guys. Sorry about that. Let me see what happened. I'll go in here. Yeah, CG, hang on a second, bro. Let me go in here and see what I did wrong that disallowed me to share screen. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. I'm going to start the whole thing from the beginning. Somebody give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you're hearing it this time.
Hello, everybody. Coming to give you an update on the Souza Memorial Truck Show for 2023. For those of you who don't know, Merced County Fairgrounds would not let us have the truck show there for 2023 due to some circumstances beyond our control. So Ash and I did some phone calls, did a little bit of legwork, and we are very happy to announce that we're going to be at the Stanislaus County Fairgrounds located in Turlock, California, which is 30 miles north of Merced, a little closer for the northern guys, a little farther for the southern guys, but the venue will be worth the travel. We have a beautiful area with grass, we have some shade for the vendors, beautiful paved parking lot. It's going to be awesome. We're super excited. Not only that we have it for 2023, but we're also going to be currently working on a deal to solidify 2024 and 2025 at the Stanislaus County Fairgrounds. So wish us luck. Keep your fingers crossed that we can get that solidified so we know where the home of the Souza Memorial Truck Show will be for at least the next 3 years. With all that being said, Ash and I are diligently working on entertainment, which we will bring you more of that news in the coming weeks. If any of you know how I run things, I don't announce nothing until I know it's for sure. And the Stanislaus County Fairgrounds is for sure. Made the deposit. Good as gold, at least for 2023. And again, let's hope for 2024 and 25. So keep tuned. If anybody who is not on our Souza Memorial Truck Show Facebook page, please go to it. Please join. We'll get you in there. That's where most of the news, information, signups, all that good stuff will be. If you guys have any questions, feel free to message me. And we're looking forward to coming with some more great news coming up here next couple weeks. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bada bing, that's how you do it right there. Great news, CG. I'm stoked and happy for you guys. September 29th. So that'll be literally the week after GBAT. So 10-4, Team 10-4 will get back on the ground and we'll be migrating down to Stanislaus County Fairgrounds. Which, you know, and, hey, listen, in all honesty, I'm not going to miss Merced. I mean, it just, you know, it was a venue that did what it did good. Did good for us for what we did, but hot. Oh my gosh, hot. So, yeah, that's cool. We're going to be all right. So good job. I like how things are developing here. Things are, you know, making the necessary changes for the good, the better of things, and I'm glad to hear that. So, other shows that are going to be coming up, we'll be talking a lot about a lot of shows because, I mean, honestly, guys, I'm curious as heck to see what shakes up and shakes out for 23, given that there was so many shows in 22. And I don't wish ill on anybody. I just, you know, you have to look at your model and go, did it work? Did we get what we wanted out of it? Is it sustainable and doing something to do it again? Miss Julia has hands-on. Stanislaus Fairgrounds are fantastic, and I know they are too. I've been there myself, and another, in fact, probably comparable to where the Bobtail Apparel show is, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So, and happy Thanksgiving again. You know, whoever on this end, the Facebook user that is. Wish I knew. So next time when you guys sign in and it's from the group from the Tempor Magazine Lounge and StreamYard says, hey, can we use your identity? It's just for the show and that's what it's all about. So feel safe and secure knowing that you can get in here and we'll know who you are. Typically, I don't stream to the group just for that reason. So that's kind of why. Yeah, CG, appreciate that. Yeah, the follow-up, Miss Julia, same thing. Following up there and agreeing. Yeah, it is very similar. So that's Stanislaus County Fairgrounds, and I forget what county that is over there that the the Dixon show was at. But yeah, similar, and that's going to be a good vibe, and that's going to be a great opportunity to kind of, be available to kind of lead us down that path for another Bobtail Apparel show. So whatever else happens to be coming along there, and we'll make some decisions and choices as we can to figure out where we're going to be and who we're going to be able to go and support in person. We don't ever not support people in the shows. We try to do everything we can to make it that way for everyone, but there's only so much of us at Team 10-4. So I'm in Oregon. I tell everybody Grants Pass just because it's simpler. I'm just a little bit southwest of Grants Pass, and I am now the sales manager for Rogue Truck Body. Y'all know that I came out of the industry in the early 2000s, went to work after selling my company, my trucks, everything, and moved to Grants Pass, actually, in the early 2000s. Yeah, Billy Joe, you're not kidding, buddy. Yeah, I got a naked wall behind me for now, but yeah, that'll change. And in the early 2000s, I was sales and operations at Rogue Truck Body. We did a lot of great things together back then. Unfortunately, the economy tanked, the building industry tanked, the mortgage industry tanked. I mean, you name it, it was done. The phones stopped ringing, and I literally had to leave. It was our choice. It was a mutual thing between myself and Rogue Truck Body. So that's what happens when you work with friends, right? Friends and more like family to me. And here I am 15 years later after having a great experience and a really education. I went to college for 15 years in a little town of Folsom, California, where I made some really, really excellent lifelong friends and people that I consider family, that we shared in our experiences of the human condition. And boy, did we have some crazy stuff go on in our time in Folsom. And it wasn't just, landlocked to Folsom by any means. This pandemic came in and changed the landscape of the world we live in forever, especially for a lot of people. And unfortunately, some of them are still getting involved in that. They're still suffering from that, or haven't yet, and they're headed down that way. And there's a lot of businesses that are going out of business still because of it. So here we are now, 2022, almost 23, and I'm back in Oregon. I am back at Rogue Truck Body, and in my opinion, and I think a lot of you that know the product and know the people at the company, and myself included, they build the best dump bodies, transfers, you name it. Anything Rogue ever sets out to build, it becomes the standard as far as I'm concerned. And it has been that way since I've laid eyes on the first transfer that I ever saw that was built by Keith Hill and company at Rogue Truck Body. And it's still that way today. Super dumps, tags, bottoms, transfers, dump trucks, all of it. We do it all. So hopefully you guys will be talking to us soon, talking to me. In fact, I want to thank Rich Burkett for calling me today. Mr. Burkett, as a lot of you know, one of his drivers had an unfortunate incident last week where he totaled out one of his trucks, and Rich is going to need a new set. So look at that, Mr. Dan Linss. You're supposed to be working, buddy. I think we'll see what happens. You never know. It could be coming, and I wouldn't doubt something like that. Something good will come, I'm sure. Especially now that we're going to be having Trucking for Kids coming up again so soon. I'm still at 10-4 Magazine. I still do what I was doing in California for the most part. I'm not leaving 10-4. That is not changing. A lot of people probably were wondering. Sometimes people don't read the entire post and they don't get a full understanding of what's going on, especially when you show a new job listing on your social media. But the old job listing is still there. It's not been discontinued or changed. That's still a part of what I do. Everything else, though, in Folsom TV, and the Chamber of Commerce, and the other things I was doing in Folsom are now in my past as a past job, career, work experience thing. I hope to go back to Folsom and still do some volunteer stuff. Yes, I still will. Rodeo every year. I hope to go back, and that way it gives me a chance to see everybody and kind of hang out and have some fun. But the town of Folsom and the folks there that I have been working with for the last 15 years, I wish them all the best as they have me, and I truly appreciate the support on the way out. And now that I have announced officially where I'm at and what I'm doing, I appreciate all your support, and hopefully I'll get a call from those of you out there that are in the industry and looking for us to build you something. Ask for me at the when you call, and we'll see if we can't get you taken care of. Great things coming up and ahead for 10-4 in 2023. We have Thanksgiving coming up next week, so if you don't tune in next Wednesday, happy Thanksgiving to you. T-Dub, what's up, man? Yeah, I hope to see you out there too, man. I hope to see everybody somewhere along the way, whether it's a show or somewhere just out and about. You never know where you're going to run into folks. But the holiday season is upon us, and the last few nights here have been literally. I woke up in the morning and it had been 20 degrees. We went from the fall colors being out there on a lot of trees, which they still are, to a lot of the trees, they're just done. The leaves said, okay, it's 20, I'm done, and they dropped. And overnight, all of our Japanese maples along our walkway to the door, those are all bare now. But a lot of the trees out along the landscape out here, and I'm on 28 acres, so there's a lot to look at. They're starting to drop, but it's a very colorful, beautiful place to be right now. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Glad to be back. We'll be back on a regular schedule now, and hopefully not missing anything along the way unless I have to take a day off or something. But we're going to be streaming here from the studio after we get it all the behind me worked out, because you guys are used to seeing a little bit of fun back there, and I intend to get that all back in play. All my stuff behind me, you see everything kind of scattered about. That's the way the whole house looks right now, until we get everything worked out. I kind of literally walk into a room and open a box up and try to figure out what's in there and do something with it. If I get that figured out quick enough, I'll grab another box and do that again with the next one and the next one and the next one. Hey, input from you guys. Anybody out there? There's no cable out here. Yeah, business in front, party in the back, buddy. Always. You know that. What's the best streaming service? What's everybody's take on that? I've looked at several. I've got some people recommending. Now I can't. Not Tubi, but I don't know. I have to get in there and look again. But I want something that gives me the sports, live Sunday football, baseball during the baseball season, basketball, all of that, And some of them get pretty pricey, but if you guys have got any experience out there, a lot of you guys that are out on the road trucking probably use this stuff all the time. You're streaming to your tablet or your smart TV in your truck in the bunk if you're out on the road. I'd love to hear what you guys got. Drop it in the comments and let me know what it is you're using, and I'd love to check it out and see what's out there. We'll get with you next week. Be sure to tune in. I'm not sure which cover truck we're going to have. Like I said, I got a makeup to do from October, and then the following week we'll do the other one. So we got October and November to do, and we'll get both of them in before the end of November. Wi-Fi, I'm good. Yeah, I've got Verizon MiFi. I've got that, Billy Joe. What I'm talking about is the streaming service for regular TV, for the networks and all the cable channels and all that. Because everybody's got an app. Fox Sports, ESPN, Disney, Prime, all that stuff. Everybody's got an app. So that's taking care of what I'm looking at. And one of the best ones out there, my favorite, like Peacock, that's one of my favorite apps. And Paramount, because I like the old shows that are on Paramount. We watch HBO Max all the time. I mean, that's another good one too. Anyway, there's a bunch of them out there that are apps. As long as you got a smart TV, you can do that, and you can directly just click on the app and watch it. But I need to get the regular streamable, like DirecTV. You can stream that now. Comcast, I cannot. Thank you. Thank you, Mike Horan. Could Oregon just make internet a state constitutional right? And yeah, listen, man, look for it on the ballot soon. They literally just passed a bill here in Oregon that healthcare is not. They made it a human right. You are constitutional. Literally, Mike nailed it on the the wording there. It is a constitutional right to have health care in the state of Oregon. What they haven't let us all know is who's going to pay for it and all that stuff. So there's a couple of bills, Senate bills that got passed here just last week as I came in the door that two of them I'm not really that happy with, but it is what it is. The county I live in is a very strong, patriotic county, and I'm glad to be in it. So I'm not really worried too much about it. But yeah, they use the word affordable a lot, Mike. They do. Affordable to who? So we don't know. All of that will come out, and we'll figure it out when it happens, right? We'll see it on our checks, I'm sure. Like, oh, by the way, thanks for contributing, X for this and X for that, and appreciate you. Listen, guys, want to let you know Mike and I spoke, and Mike's going to be on the show here soon, and that's Mike Horan. So I want you guys to keep your eyes open for that announcement when Mike's on the show. Mike and I go back to the early 2000s. One of my, first sets of experiences of truck shows, and I met Mike Horan. And back in those days, he was Dr. Mike, Dr. Roadworks. He was the man at Roadworks, in case a lot of you didn't know that. 2003. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, and I've still got pictures of us in Vegas at the Vegas show with the Roadworks booth and Truck Rod, Dr. Stainless. There you go, man, Dr. Stainless. Truck Rod was over here, and anyway, good times and a lot of great memories. And I want to bring Mike on the show and talk about where Mike's been and where he's at and where he's going and what's going on there in his world. And yes, we were both a lot. Yes, sir. We were both a lot skinnier, and the hair was a lot darker, and Chrome. What Pollux? Chrome Pollux? What? I'm not sure on that one, Dan. But okay, he'll have to explain that one to me, man. But what a different world, man. Mike and I, when we start talking about then what it was, I mean, that was the era of there was. I don't think there was any Trick My Truck yet. I think they had just were coming in, but it all was starting around that time. I think they were the police. Okay, Chrome Police. The Trick My Truck thing I think came in '04. So and Brian had the Chrome Shop Mafia trailer at the show, and oh man, what a bunch of history there. So can't wait to get Mike on the show and talk about things and let you guys all know what he's doing. And Mike's a great big help with us at Trucking for Kids, of course, providing the trophies for us this year at Trucking for Kids. And they were nice, very nice trophies. So thank you, Mike, and everybody else that took place and took part on making that happen. Congratulations to everybody that got one. You got the first, the inaugural year of Trucking for Kids with Tim for Charities running the show. All right, y'all, listen. JT is out of here. I've got me a red cup, a red solo cup that I need to finish up and got to refill it. I'm carrying Taco Tuesday over tonight because I didn't do it yesterday. I just got my wood-burning stove taken care of today, so I'm going to have a fire tonight, and it can get 20, it can get 10. I don't care now. Now it can do whatever it's going to do. I'm going to have a fire going all night, and it's going to be nice and toasty here at JJ's Creekside. And Miss Julia knows that's an inside joke. So if Miss Julia is Miss Julia's there watching and listening. She'll be happy to hear that. Pete Henderson, hey, always a pleasure, my friend. Thanks for sharing all the photos, and glad we're friends on Facebook, and I get to see you, your son, and all the racing and everything you guys do, and I like to keep up on all that stuff. And same thing with everybody else, man. If we're not friends on Facebook, absolutely reach out and friend request me. Want to make sure we get everything, we get connected there as well. Double J Creekside, come on. That's right. Is that a plug, Dan? Is that a plug? Is that what that is? I think it is. Oh, yes, sir. Billy Joe, you were on a roll tonight, my friend. All right, listen, y'all. JT is out of here. Keep the shiny side up. Thanks for tuning in to the Studio 10-4 Live Weekly Update. Last thing I got to share with you, save the dates. April 29th and 30th, 2023, a full weekend of Fast Fun at Irwindale Speedway in Irwindale, California. Historic Irwindale Speedway in Irwindale, California. And it's always a good time for a great cause. We'll see you guys next week. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend. We will be on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving next week. And hopefully we'll have our cover truck from either this month or last month on. And have a great time. Have a great show. Have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Take care.